Have you ever encountered someone who is fiercely independent, intellectually interesting, and moves to the beat of their own drum? Perhaps you are that someone. Although Sigmas are intriguing animals, the world around them can occasionally seem a bit, well, absurd. As a Sigma, have you ever come across an issue that completely confused you? Fear not, Stoicism. For her is here to help close the distance. We'll assist you in mastering the Sigma experience and discovering your inner Stoic. With the help of Stoicism for her, you may apply age-old knowledge to contemporary situations, such as confidently navigating relationships. Today, we'll examine 12 of these perplexing situations that Sigmas encounter and demonstrate how Stoicism can assist you in handling them with the grace and fortitude that are characteristic of you. 1. Fake social media. Perfection. Have you ever felt a twinge of inauthenticity after scrolling through a profile brimming with happy memories and impeccably planned trips? You Sigmas see right through this pretense. Instead of pursuing ephemeral internet validation, you value true connection and developing meaningful relationships. Being virtuous is emphasized by Stoicism, and being one's true self in public is part of it. After all, rather than forming an online persona with great care, wouldn't you rather connect with someone based on who they genuinely are, warts and all? 2. Conformity pressure. Adhering to the herd? Thank you not at all. Without regard for conventional norms or trends, Sigmas carve out their own route. Focusing on what we can control, which includes our own decisions, is a lesson Stoicism imparts. It may be simple to follow the herd, but it rarely results in a happy existence. Have you ever experienced social pressure to blend in, even when you didn't agree with it? Post your comments about your experiences. 3. Emotional manipulation. You know those games people play to manipulate others. The Sigmas don't have time for such turmoil. You are too intelligent to fall for emotional manipulation. You're great at communicating clearly and honestly. Being Stoic enables us to react to circumstances logically and resist being manipulated emotionally. There's no time for mind games in life. Tell us about a situation where you were the victim of emotional manipulation. What was your approach to it? 4. Superficial relationships. Transient bonds and little talk. Sigmas are insatiably curious and long for deep discussions. You look for sincere relationships with depth and common beliefs. In order to create lasting connections, Stoicism places a strong emphasis on developing relationships based on virtue and respect for one another. Let's have genuine talks instead of wasting time on meaningless small talk. How do you foster more meaningful relationships in your life? 5. Superfluous drama. Why add to the mayhem when life already throws you enough curveballs? Kings and drama queens are avoided by Sigmas. Drama frequently fits into the category of things that are beyond our control, which Stoicism teaches us to accept. Wasting energy on things you can't control is pointless. How do you deal with needless drama in your daily life? 6. Excessive materialism. Sigmas find it confusing that some people value material belongings more than deeper endeavors. They know that developing inner peace and satisfaction leads to actual pleasure instead than acquiring wealth or other belongings. Stoicism encourages us to separate from worldly pursuits and find contentment in the deeper, more basic facets of life, such virtue and wisdom. Do any of you find it difficult to resist the need to obtain material possessions? How can you achieve equilibrium? 7. Blind optimism. Sigmas frequently find it difficult to understand blind optimism, particularly when it ignores reasonable concerns or realities. They respect practicality and realism because they know that dealing with problems head-on yields better results than putting them off or ignoring them. Regardless of the outside world, Stoicism promotes a balanced viewpoint that takes into account both the good and bad parts of a situation while preserving inner peace. Imagine a Sigma coming into someone who, in spite of obvious warning indicators, maintains that everything will be fine. Funny, huh? 8. Unquestioning compliance. The Sigma is an independent group, hence it goes against the notion that they should only follow social norms or authorities without question. When necessary, they think outside the box and challenge the established quo. Despite criticism or pressure to fit in, Stoicism enables people to develop their own moral compass and exercise autonomy in making decisions. 9. Absence of autonomy. Sigmas value independence and self-governance. It seems oppressive to be micromanaged or to have their freedom curtailed. The principles of inner strength and independence are promoted by Stoicism. It teaches that real freedom comes from controlling oneself and not relying on other people or the whims of the outside world. 10. Mindless small talk. Sigmas consider it a waste of time to get into petty discussions like the weather or gossip. They are more interested in intellectually stimulating and deep conversations. Stoicism promotes making the most of our time and concentrating on what really matters. Usually little talk detracts from the importance of meaningful conversations, which deepen our understanding and strengthen our bonds. Are you one of those people that finds small talk boring? Please leave a comment with your favorite conversation starters. 11. Blind obedience to authority. Sigmas challenge authority and oppose mindlessly adhering to directives without considering their logic. Critical thinking and discernment are encouraged by Stoicism. It encourages us to think critically about our views and to reject ideas only because they come from a higher authority. This spirit is embodied by Sigmas who stand up for what they believe in and challenge social standards. Have you ever been in a circumstance when heedless compliance was required? What was your approach to it? 12. Ignoring personal growth. Sigmas find it difficult to stay still and not strive for personal improvement. They are constantly hungry for growth and knowledge. Stoicism places a strong emphasis on lifelong learning and personal development as necessary elements of a happy existence. It encourages us to view obstacles and failures as chances for personal development. Sigmas are living examples of the Stoic ideal because they are self-improvement enthusiasts who strive for moral, emotional, and intellectual growth. How do you make personal development a priority in your life? The mindset of a Sigma is one of ongoing inquiry, discovery, and a reluctance to take things as they are without challenge. In a society where conformity is frequently the norm, Sigma members stand out as shining examples of uniqueness and sincerity. They can forge their own pathways free from the burden of having to fit in because they have the ability to look past the appearances of conventional standards and expectations. Although accepting one's individuality is not always simple, it is precisely this quality that makes Sigmas special and empowers them to contribute significantly to society. Please don't hesitate to join our community of like-minded people if you share the Sigma concept and find value in the ideas presented here. If you want to receive frequent updates, motivational articles, and useful advice on overcoming obstacles in life with grace and resiliency, subscribe to Stoicism for Her. By subscribing, you will have access to special materials created just for Sigmas, enabling you to advance personally and on your path to self-discovery. Furthermore, you can contribute to the widespread dissemination of the Sigma empowerment message by forwarding our information to your friends, family, and social media networks. When we work together, we can inspire and spread happiness, inspiring people to be true to who they are and accept their individuality. Click the share button, and together, Let's create a welcoming environment where Sigmas can grow and prosper. Finally, remember to interact with our material by leaving likes, comments, and sharing your insights and stories. We greatly appreciate your comments, which enables us to further customize our material to meet the needs and preferences of our community. Whether you are interested in connecting with other Sigmas, have questions, or want to express your thoughts, your active engagement enhances the dialogue and fortifies our community ties. Let your voice be heard, and let's keep moving forward on this path of empowerment and growth together.